She's all right when you get to know her. This is my podcast, and it takes you from your restrictive, toxic, life-limiting 9 to 5 into a life on your terms, full of freedom and flexibility as a self-employed virtual assistant. So whether this is your first introduction into the possibility of becoming a VA, or perhaps you've been doing a bit of Googling already, I'm going to get rid of the overwhelm, rid of the self-doubt, and show you that this life is possible. I've not just started this rodeo, you know. I'm Catherine Gladwyn, and I've been doing what you think is impossible since 2015. Shall we get started? Hello, Catherine here. Well, who else would it be, actually, because it is my podcast, I guess. But a few of my regular fans, yeah, I have actually got fans for the podcast. That's about it. But a few people have been in touch and said, have I missed an episode? Did one not come out? Or no, I just haven't done one. But there's a reason why. And I just wanted to do a quick filler to explain when the next episode will be. But some of you already know that I had 30 days of radiotherapy, and that finished on the 23rd of December. And throughout the radiotherapy, like you can get side effects and that from it, obviously. A lot of you are going to already know this. So sorry, but, it's good to talk. But yeah, it could be nausea, seizures, headaches, fatigue. And for the first 4 weeks, I thought I've beat it. I've absolutely beat it. And then the final 2 weeks, I'll tell you something funny as well about ringing that bloody bell, right? The final 2 weeks, I was getting maybe a little bit of, headaches, and I was getting more migraines than usual. So they were coming on quite a lot. And then when I used to have a review every Monday before the week of radiotherapy started, and I went for my last review. My last session was on a Monday, so I had the last review then. And she said, yes, so the next 2 weeks are going to be the hardest. That's when it's all accumulated and the side effects will be the worst. So I thought, no, they won't, because I think I've had the worst now. I think it's fine. They won't. It's not going to get any worse. There's me with no medical degree or anything. Okay, now it's been awful. I have been so tired. Like, initially, I could probably sit up for a half an hour at most. Half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening, and the rest of the time be horizontal or asleep. The migraines were daily. They weren't even shifting. And then that would make me stressed. And then, because I didn't, I thought, how is it going to go? When is it going to go? I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere. And the migraine tablets weren't doing it. So because I was getting myself stressed, I was having half a diazepam, and that was getting rid of it. But the pressure on the sides of the head, so it's the side of my head just above my ears, the pressure there, the fatigue, the nausea is not so bad now, but I've still got anti-sickness tablets left over from the chemo, so I can pop them quite easily. But yeah, so do you know what? Yesterday and today were better. So today, what is the date today? 19th of January. And today has been better. I have had to have a little half-hour sleep. The pressure on the side of my head is just starting now. So I don't know what to take for that, because I've already had the half a diazepam. Maybe I'll try one of the migraine tablets. I can never remember what it's called. I call it Tomitriptan Ran, but it's not. It's Zamitriptylan or something. But yeah, it's a bit embarrassing when you go to the pharmacist and say, have you got my Tomitriptan Ran? Yeah, so I basically, I can't sit down and talk for long. So I thought some things need to give. So the podcast was one of them. And so to not put any pressure on myself, so that I can not feel like stressed about, when am I going to be able to do it? I've decided that I'm going to restart the episodes, and I have got a lot to cover. I've got that they are accumulating. But yeah, so the podcast will be coming back at the end of March 2026. And I think I might do it monthly from there on in. I'm just thinking of these things so that I don't put any pressure on myself. But if I've got a whole list of topics I'm going to cover, which will make your journey to VA even betterer. But if you've got anything you specifically want me to cover, then let me know. podcast@catherinegladwyn.co.uk. I take all of them seriously. I've been given loads of ideas, And if you do email me, let me know whether you want a shout out in the podcast, because I will do that as well. But yeah, a few other updates. My neighbour's finished his driveway. He's now, for the last, I think it's probably 10 days, every morning takes everything out of his garage, bangs around in his garage, bit of sawing, chucking stuff in the back of his van, then puts everything back in his garage. So today I asked what he's doing, and something about one of the beams in the garage has bowed, so he's sorting that out. And then he said, I'm going to turn that window into a door. So we got that next. But the driveway looks lovely. It does look lovely. Any other gossip? Yeah, the murderer across the road, the house is for sale. Our lovely next door neighbour, she's 91, 92 this year. She's just told us she's given up her car. She's not driving anymore. I think that's really brave. She's so cute. She's lovely. Hopefully she lives to 110, and then the next people that live there don't have kids, because it's got a big garden, and I just think in a trampoline, you know. I've been trying to do my drawing and painting, but again, I'd prefer to do that horizontally, and you can't really. But yeah, we couldn't go on holiday either. We were going to go on holiday on the 9th of January. We had it all booked, but we got a text. Was it the morning that we were supposed to go? Yeah, the morning we were supposed to go. They'd had a foot of snow, trees were down, and a tree had taken an electricity pylon down. So they had no electricity. Good job we weren't there. Imagine that. And they said they hoped that the electricity would be on by Monday. So this was the Friday we were supposed to be going. Like, my partner was like, shall we go on the Monday? I'm like, no, I'd even missed 3 days, really. You get there on the Monday. It takes about 4 hours to get there. So we've moved it to September. Oh, also, if you've not yet invested and wanted to in the VA Starter Guide or the VA 5-course bundle, they're going up in price on the 1st of March. That's already all organised. So that's definitely going to happen. The VA Starter Guide will go up to £189. So that's a £40 increase. And let me just check what the bundle is going to be, because I forget. The bundle is currently £219. And from the 1st of March, it will be £250. So that's still 20% off. And I have kept everything as low as I possibly can. It's just that software costs have increased. So if my costs increase, I already cover the VAT on everything for people to try and keep things as low as possible. But yeah. Oh, and also I've got loads of ads running at the moment on Facebook and Instagram. So if you see any of them, I would absolutely love if you clicked the heart or left me a kind comment, and I will always reply. I'll see you in March, if not before. If you're ready to reclaim your independence, then subscribe to this podcast, because there is so much I'm going to give you. Oh, you got to subscribe on your favourite channel, it says. What channel? I ain't going to be on the BBC, am I?